Well, if you're a Majorette fan, you're not going to want to miss this sale. Every single piece is made in France, and I learned some interesting things while picking out the pieces for this sale. For example, that the earlier movers cards with the yellow stripe can be made in France, as well as the later movers cards. So let's take a look at what we've got here. Nice 3000 series rescue unit, mint condition, pretty sweet, big piece, kind of reminds me of the Snorkel Matchbox Super Kings. You got Space 3000 here. It's a pretty sweet piece. On the bubble. France. You got a cut card, France. Range Rover fire unit. A couple more 3000 series, including a tanker that a few people asked me about. Those were left over from another show. But I mean, here's your goodie. The 266 taxi cab here. So we've got a number of this era of card, which are older cards. They're not in the most beautiful condition in terms of cards, but the cars certainly are. Taxi. What is it, a Peugeot or a Renault? Renault 15? Renault 18? Anyways, pretty sweet radio taxi. There's another older, much older card than you're used to. Made in France on the Morgan. The early release of the Grand Prix Corvette. There's a, what is that, like a, this is a pretty uncommon piece right here. From a supermarket or something, a European supermarket or a Belgian supermarket. Card, again, not very awesome, but you just don't see this old of Majorette cards terribly often. So I thought, let's put that in there. That's certainly a variation you never see. Those older 3-spoke wheels. It's definitely one of the older pieces up here, even notwithstanding. Again, everything is France in this group. All France. All made in France. Even the movers cards. F40 made in France. Pretty sweet. Some of the wide-wheeled ones that a lot of people collect. There's that Mustang pace car that so many Thailand versions of, but that one's France. Snowplow, Unimog, another France version on the Corvette. Check out that variation on the Blazer, the Wild Mustang. I've literally never seen that loose or in the card before this. Silver bank truck. Love the little label there. So old looking. Cool piece. Police van. It's awesome. Jeep Cherokee, quintessential Majorette from back in the day. The Depannuse with its actual tow things. The locomotive, kind of an obscure piece. Again, every one of these pieces is France. So some of these movers cards, you see made in France. And then on the back it just says France. It says Thailand when they're Thailand, and it says France when they're France. So there you go. What's interesting is, well, no, it does say France on the vehicle too. So you really have to check these movers cards. If you're a France only person, don't count them out. You know what I'm saying? There's Air France bus again. Now sometimes you've got them made in France, like the camping car here. And I don't see France on the bottom. So when we're doing these loose shows, that's interesting. But you gotta go by what they say, made in France. They wouldn't misidentify the country of origin, I don't think. 9 out of 10 of them say it on them. On those movers cards, and 100% of them say it on them on all the other cards. So anyways, that's a pretty long-winded introduction, but this is a pretty freaking awesome show. Pay attention to the instructions for bidding and pricing in the post itself. This will be in the Toy Junkie Facebook group, so definitely check it out. This and several other top shelf silent auctions and fixed price listings will be closing right after the holidays. So definitely check them out. There's literally hundreds and hundreds of cars that I've listed in there right now. So it'll be a fun time over the holidays to just look through there and see which ones you need. take a minute to like the video and subscribe to my channel so that you get to see all the new previews as soon as they're uploaded. You'll see it before everybody else, and that can be fun and give you an edge sometimes when you're thinking about what to bid on. Thanks everyone. Happy holidays.